What's going on, guys? I want to go over how I made over $400 trading my Apex funded account today with a very simple strategy on the 1 minute time frame. Okay, very simple. So we took a total of 6 trades. Again, on a couple of these trades I took more than one contract, so selling out is going to show a little bit more allotted trade size on that. When you sell out of one contract and then sell another, average trade time 40 seconds, right? Again, for today, Inauguration Day, Martin Luther King Day, half day, so I'm not really looking to do too much. Okay, realistically, I traded a couple of funded accounts, but I didn't want to put anything on that was going to hurt me. I didn't want to put anything on where potentially I take a big loss on a day like today and the market closes half day and I've got no way to kind of get it back, right? So with that being said, largest winning trade was only $115, and I was trading one mini contract, and then there was a trade where I traded some micros. But one mini contract, 115 bucks. So you can clearly see here I'm only looking for 5 points, 5.5 points, and then I just got out. Average winning trade was $75 because I moved down to a 3 point take profit. Why did I do that? Market's very thin today. There's not a lot of action going on. Yes, maybe there was some big candles today. However, I'm not looking to be on the wrong side of a move on a thin day, meaning I'm not trying to be in a move that could potentially spring against me 15 points in a blink of an eye. And we all know that the Nasdaq can do that. Longest trade time here was 2 minutes, and no losing trades. Thankfully, we were able to not have any losing trades. But I want to show you the setups that I was using. Okay, so the setups were very simple. I'm on the 1 minute time frame, and we can see here we had a little bit of a sell-off when the market kind of opened. I say sell-off, just a pullback, right? We had a small pullback, and then we had a little bit of a pop here, and then we started to consolidate around, and I was noticing that this rising 20 SMA on a 1 minute time frame, okay, 1 minute time frame, was rising. So I definitely kind of want to be on the long side of things, right? So I kind of drew this little trend line here. I've got 3 touch points. You guys already know I at least need 2 touch points. 3 is better. 4 is great. So I've got this area here, this whole trend line where, we're kind of coming down, we're bouncing. We're coming down, we're bouncing. So, okay, I'm getting a little bit more confidence. I'm kind of seeing the market a little bit better. And what I tell myself is, well, if we pull back again and I have a little bit of a flag pattern, you can see here at 8:30 Pacific Standard Time, we break through that mark. So that's all I'm doing. I'm just taking this little quick pop here for anywhere between 3 and 5.5 points, guys, trading one mini contract. Now, what's my stop loss? Well, I've got a bracket in right now for about 13.5 points. And the reason being is the ATR was trading around 10 to 13 points. So I'm using my ATR to kind of gauge how much I want to give up. I also will do things where I'll use the previous 1 minute candle low as a stop, or I'll also do things where I'm going to use that 20 SMA as a stop. In worst case scenario, that's going to tell me that my trade is broken. Immediately after this trade fills me for profit, it puts in this high and it pulls back yet again into this 20 SMA. 20 SMA is still rising, and you can see here once we pop, I take it for another trade here. So I'm taking it through the break out of this flag, and that price is about 21,716, and it goes all the way up to 21,723. So more than enough for my 3 to 5 point take profit there. And then we have a little bit of a breakdown. There was a flag here that I missed. Again, I really wasn't trying to trade all that much. And then once the inauguration started, I was kind of watching price action a little bit more, and I felt like it was going to open up a little bit. And then old Donnie Boy said, "Drill, baby, drill." And sure enough, on this candle, we drilled, baby, drilled. So with that being said, I've got 1, 2, 3 touch points. Drill, baby, drill. We're going to push down through this flag, and I took this little bit of a scalp here. Again, wish I would have caught the whole move. Never catch the whole move. So just took my money there. And then there was another setup here where we kind of pop, and then you can now see this short-term moving averages 20 SMA is starting to rise again on a 1 minute time frame, pulls all the way back here. You can see we've got, if I was to draw a trend line, we've got a upwards trend line here if I kind of tag all these wicks. And as soon as we broke out here at 954. Now, is it easy to see these setups? Is it easy to kind of draw these flags? It depends, right? Here's my recommendation. Start doing some back testing. Just dive into the charts, right? Just really dive into the charts and see if you can identify and draw some of these flags. See if you can identify on different days and see if you can draw, trend lines for support. See if you can do that. And then add another indicator. I like to use the 20 SMA. That's going to kind of give you confluence. So for rising, I want to kind of stay long. If we're, topping out and it's starting to roll, maybe it's telling me that there's going to be a little bit of a short, right? If we start to, pause and put in a lower high, obviously, or excuse me, a higher low, then what we can do is we can start to look maybe long, right? Again, because of the manner and the nature of how I'm taking profits so fast, 3 to 5 points on the Nasdaq, there's a high probability that it hits. So again, it's going to keep your win rate up a little bit. Here's the kicker. You have to really be disciplined to stop trading like once you're green, because here's the tendency of what tends to happen is a lot of traders will just run into 2-3 winning trades and they'll say, oh my gosh, this is so easy, I can just do this all day every day and I'll make $1 million. And what happens? You get slapped in the face with a loser, you get a deer in the headlights look, you hold it too long, and then you blow up because of a negative risk to reward ratio. Now today I was running a little bit of a negative risk to reward ratio, but again, I'm not giving up that many points. Like 12, 13 points is not that much for the Nasdaq. It's kind of in line with what the volatility is on a 1 minute chart anyways. I'm just taking profits quickly because of today, right? Like I didn't have really a solid interest in trading my funded accounts today, but the more I watched the chart, the more I felt confident. And here's another kicker. Guys, you don't have to take every setup, okay? Especially if you're watching like a 1 minute time frame. There's a lot of setups. You don't have to take them all. Sit back, really watch it, be super patient, and then when you have full conviction, then strike, right? With that being said, that's what I played today, and I hope you guys can enjoy the video, and I hope you guys could take something away from it. Maybe you guys can use it in your trading strategies. But again, stay safe, enjoy the holiday, rest, relax. Again, go crypto, go Trump coin, go markets, right? So again, new wave here. Let's see if we can make some money. The whole thing is, look, at the end of the day, guys, I don't like to talk a lot of politics, but at the end of the day, if we can make money in these markets with whoever's in office, let's do so, right? And let's capitalize on some of the volatility. Let's capitalize on some of the headlines. Let's capitalize on some of the news. Let's capitalize on the volatility to our benefit. With that being said, if you want to trade with me, my Discord link, my courses, all of that stuff, it's all bundled up into one. That's down in the description box below. If you guys need Apex accounts, use code DANTHONY. It's going to give you the best available discount that Apex is currently offering. That link is also in the description box below. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.